Ali from Adastra HR, thank you for joining us today. Can you just give us a little bit of background about you and what your company does?
Yeah, no, I'd love to, Michelle. Adastra HR is an HR employment support consultancy in Horsham. It's a team of us that decided to support small businesses when you don't need HR in-house all the time. And what that became really apparent to us is it's not just about HR, it's about health and safety, it's about payroll, it's about GDPR, all those things that everybody swears about. And actually you just need experts at the end of the phone. I like to call us the Nanny McPhee of HR. When you need us, we're there. When you don't need us, we're in the background helping everybody to be supported, because you don't deal with staffing issues every day, and just really be an extended part of the team as if we're in the room next door. And we're based in the middle of Horsham. We've got a great, small but perfectly formed team of HR, health and safety, payroll and legal experts. And we're about adding a bit of heart and soul to business, because it's hard enough running a business without having to worry about what does the law say.
I love that Nanny McPhee analogy.
Oh, yeah,
That's
absolutely,
great.
Absolutely. Because again, it's about kind of being, we call ourselves the Adastra Angels, a bit of fun, but it's about that, clients that say to us, please just hold my hand through this staffing situation or what it might be. And that's all they need sometimes, or just a sounding board.
So I can imagine it must be quite a strange time at the moment. We're in very unusual circumstances. And we've got business owners kind of trying to find their way with furloughed staff and bringing staff back to work now. So what are some of the things they need to think about at the moment?
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? I mean, who'd ever heard of furlough before?
Yes.
3 months ago, everybody is, busy, crazy busy running their businesses, dealing with everything they normally have to deal with. And then suddenly, wow, COVID-19 hits. And the term furlough, never heard of.
No.
So actually, every HR person, every health and safety person, every payroll person is saying, wow, now we need to really work this out as well. So we've been kind of working around the clock with clients, and they're all small businesses. They're all people that could have 2-3 employees, right up to 200-400, and a lot of people then don't have that team in-house to help them. So what we've found is it's really been a case of working through with the companies how they respond to COVID. And the first part of it is, what do we do now that we're in this unprecedented time? We're in an unknown territory. We've never had this in a lot of our lifetimes. And so how do you deal with that as your business, as well as keep your business running? And I think what we've then found, it's from an HR perspective, is what does furlough leave mean? How do we cope with the fact that we've got a decline in revenue? How do we deal with the fact that we don't have suddenly orders coming through the door? And how do we pay our staff, and how do we keep the business afloat?
Yes.
And we're dealing with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of emotion, a lot of stress for business owners, people that just saying, I don't know which way to turn. And the big part of that in what HR should be is your business partner, someone to actually say, don't worry, we've got your back, we're going to help you through it. And part of that's been hard because we've actually been learning as we've gone as well. We've between us got probably collective 25 years of HR experience. But
COVID's something completely different for you.
And then actually furlough leave, what does that mean? The Corona Job Retention Scheme, the HMRC claims, what does that mean for staff if I don't need them all? And a big part of that support has been saying, okay, let's just take a breath, let's just stop and say, let's get your staff onto furlough leave if you don't need them. Let's work out how many people you do need, and then let's work out if we rotate them, because everyone's gone through a period of uncertainty where they've suddenly said, I haven't got any work to do, but my colleagues have, and I'm now at home on furlough leave and I want to help, but I can't. So we've had a whole, a huge amount of issues, not only around the businesses, but around mental health issues, around the fears and concerns about what happens next. And for MDs of companies sitting there thinking, right, I've got to have a checklist now, what do I do? And the people, the money, all those processes, how do I deal with it? And that's really been where we've gone into a hand-holding exercise of saying, right, what do you need? When do you need it? And also really get them thinking about what do you need longer term, because we can deal with the immediate, we can deal with contractual letters and saying let's get you on furlough leave, because that's a pay variation, and a lot of people don't realise you have to get staff to agree to that. Once they're on furlough leave and you're managing your business and trying to keep the home fires burning, you're then saying, right, how do I come out to the other side of this and make sure that we're in a shape where the company can survive? And if it's got to be on lesser numbers of staff for a period of time, how do we maximise the benefits of that with furlough funding? I mean, the government scheme's been fantastic, but again, people need to know how to access it and how to make sure that overall employment law still applies. So how do you make sure you're legally compliant and you're not doing anything wrong around their contracts, and actually the staff are communicated with while they're at home or they're working at home? And of course, when you're working at home, it adds a whole nother issue of